Hello, my name's Michael and I'm a big fan of Strictly Come Dancing. If you are too, then stick around, watch this video because I'm going to show you how to make your very own Strictly Come Dancing studio playset.
You will need one large cardboard box, 2 kitchen roll tubes, 2 smaller cardboard boxes, 5 pieces of thick cardboard, 2 lolly sticks, scissors, ruler, pencil, glue and sheets of coloured cardboard.
First up, we're going to use some scissors, so please do ask an adult to help you. And what I need to do is cut off the 2 shorter flaps and 1 of the longer flaps from the box. And once that's done, it should look something like this. The next thing we need to do is draw a diagonal line on both of the shorter sides of the box. Now this is really important. You need to make sure your line starts at the top of the box in the corner where there is no flap. You see that? Where there's no flap. And it's going to work all the way down to the opposite bottom corner. Now make sure you use a ruler so you get a nice straight line, and it should look something like this. Then all you need to do is take a pair of scissors and carefully cut along that line.
Then fold the box out to look like this.
Next up, once that is done, what you might want to do is what I'm about to do here, is just get rid on both sides of these bits. And you'll see why in a minute. It just makes it a bit more tidy. Now, this is the bit where you get to be really creative because you get to decide what colour your Strictly Studio is going to be. Now, you can see that I have chosen pink and purple for my Strictly Studio, but of course you can choose whatever colours you like. And Strictly wouldn't be Strictly without some glitter, so I've got some of this glittery card too. If you haven't got that, then by all means just use some glue and some loose glitter. Now, what we need to do is take your main colour and cover your whole studio in it. I'm using paper. Of course you can use paint if you wish. Now it would be a bit boring to watch me cover my studio in paper, so let's fast forward. So this has probably taken me about half an hour so far. You can see it's quite a big job, but I think if you take your time, the results are going to be worth it. So here it is, my Strictly Studio is now purple. Took me about 45 minutes, I glued all the purple cardboard in place. Yeah, it took a little bit of time, but I think it's worth it. It's starting to look fab-u-lous. What I'm going to do next is get my pink and my light purple cardboard and add some decorations to the dance floor. So here goes. So it's taken me about 10 minutes so far, and I'm just cutting out some shapes like this, which will then go onto the dance floor, and I'll show you in a few moments time what that looks like. So I've added the purple and pink decorations to the floor of my studio, and here it is. What do you think? Looking very Strictly. Now to create the dance floor itself, which goes just here, right in the centre, all you need is a piece of this, which is amazing, a piece of glittery cardboard. You see that glittering? I picked that up from a craft shop. It was really cheap, really easy to find, but if you can't find it, don't panic. All you need is a piece of silver cardboard or even a piece of kitchen foil. All you do is put some glue on the back and then stick it in place on the studio floor. Let's give it a go. So now that our glittery dance floor is in place, it's time to add just a few more decorations to the floor. This is Strictly after all. You'll see I've got a small, medium and large plate in front of me. I'm going to use these as templates to draw around. Please do ask permission before you use things from the kitchen because I don't want to be responsible for any breakages. What I'm going to do is use the large plate on the pink cardboard. I'm going to draw a semicircle, then I'll use the medium plate on the purple, again for a semicircle, and then finally I'll use the saucer back on the pink to draw a semicircle, and you'll see why in just a moment's time.
Once you've cut out your semicircles, glue one on top of the other like this. Then glue this in place in your studio.
So this is how our Strictly Studio looks at the moment. Next up, we need to work on the balcony. So we need 2 kitchen roll tubes like those, and also a piece of strong cardboard like this one, and it needs to measure 12 centimetres by 32 centimetres. You'll also need some more of the coloured cardboard, and this is what we're going to do.
On both tubes, use a ruler to measure and mark 20 centimetres and cut both tubes down to size. Then measure and mark 4 centimetres at each end, leaving a middle of 12 centimetres. Next, cut down to the 4 centimetre mark at each end to create 4 tabs. Use glue to attach coloured cardboard to each tube. And once that's dry, cut back down through the cardboard and fold the tabs back out.
Now these are the supporting columns for our balcony. I'm going to fix them in place like so. So to make the balcony platform, you're going to need a piece of cardboard like this one. It's 12 by 32 centimetres. Now this is the bit where you can be really creative. You can use whatever colours and shapes you like. Obviously my studio is pink and purple, so I'm going to stick with those colours, and I'm going to use some shapes like this. I've got some rectangles and some squares, but you could use circles, triangles, stars, whatever you like. Take your time, use glue, double-sided tape, and it's going to look fantastic. Here goes. Ta-da! Here it is. It's my balcony platform completed. You can see I've got a really lovely diamond effect in the middle. So I'm going to use some double-sided tape now to stick this onto those supporting columns. Once the balcony's in place, we've got a moment to add a quick glitter ball decoration to the back wall. All you need is some of this glittery cardboard and a bowl as a template.
Draw around the bowl on the back of the glittery cardboard. Carefully cut this out. Add some glue and stick it down.
So with the balcony in place, we now need to make 2 staircases so that the dancers can reach the dance floor. To do this, we're going to need 2 bits of card like this and 2 bits of silver card like this. They both measure 7 by 29 centimetres.
And you simply glue the silver card in place like this. Once you've stuck down both pieces of silver cardboard, on the back of each, measure 3 centimetre intervals like this. Use a ruler to mark these sections. There should be 8 sections measuring 3 centimetres each and 1 measuring 5 centimetres. Finally, use a ruler to fold along these lines.
So we now have our 2 staircases like this. I'm going to attach one to each side of the balcony, and to do that I'm just going to use some strong double-sided tape. On Strictly Come Dancing, once the couples have danced, they have to face the judges. So next up, we're going to make the judges' desk. Now, this is a bit of a strange shape to try and describe, so I think it's just easier if I show you. So once you've cut out your judge's desk, it's going to look something like this. This is the back of it. Then you need to fold the bottom flap like so, and the 2 sides in, and use a ruler to get a really straight edge. And then on the front you get to be really creative again, and you add your own design. Here you can see I've added a glitter ball, and then you simply glue this into your studio. The next thing we need to do in our Strictly studio is create the platform where the couples stand to hear the judges' scores. Now to do this, you're going to need a cardboard box like this one and a piece of thick card which is 12 by 12 centimetres. You'll also need some more coloured cardboard, and this is what we're going to do. So first up, we need to cut all the tabs out of the top of the box. That's these ones here. So just open it up, and being careful with a pair of scissors, we're just going to go 1, 2, and 3.
Then cover the box in glue and coat it with purple cardboard. Once that's dry, cut 2 centimetres at each corner to create 4 tabs. Next up, take the 12 by 12 centimetre piece of strong cardboard and cover it in purple card. Add your own design to the platform, then using glue or tape, fix the platform to the base using the 4 tabs. Finally, make a staircase for this platform, just like we did for the balcony.
So now we have that staircase in place, there was just one final part of the studio that we need to build, and that is the studio doors. Now to do this, you're going to need 1 small soapbox, similar to this, 1 piece of glittery cardboard, and 2 of these 2 lolly sticks. Now, I think this is the trickiest part of the whole build, and you will be using some scissors, so please remember to ask an adult if you need some help.
First up, cut the back panel off of the box. Then cut off the top panel, but keep hold of this as we'll need it later. On the front of the box, measure and draw a line down the middle, then cut along the line and along the bottom to make the doors. On the back of the doors, glue 2 lolly sticks, then cover the doors in glittery cardboard. Fold the door frame back out and get that piece of cardboard that we saved earlier on. Glue it in place like this, then cut along the bottom of it to create a door. Repeat this on the other side. Finally, add a studio sign and your door is complete. To finish up, I added some purple card to hide the columns under the balcony, and I added some cardboard shapes between the stairs for the band area.
So there it is. That is how you create your very own Strictly Come Dancing studio playset. You can see I've even added some cut-out figures of the presenters, the judges, and some of my favourite contestants. And if you want to get involved in the magic of the Strictly Ballroom, then why not create one of these?
A mini figurine of yourself.
And for one final touch of glitter and sparkle, why not raid the Christmas decorations for a bauble like this and create your very own glitter ball to hang above the studio. I hope you've enjoyed watching, I hope you've enjoyed making, and I really hope you enjoy sharing some of the Strictly magic at home. Until next time, goodbye.